Hey folks, my name is Christian Seda.
I'm Kevin Pryor.
Welcome back to another episode of Aeternus Devvlog. Today's episode will be covered in part mostly by Kevin. We're going to be going over some XNA Studio as well as having an interview with Jared Jordan, one of our programmers for Aeternus Studios. I'm not much of a programmer, so I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of this stuff today's episode. On that note though,
XNA Game Studio is a free download and it's available for Visual Studio 2008 and now I guess Visual Studio 2009 as well, or whatever they're calling it, 2010.
I'm not sure.
I'm going to have to look that up. But it's available for Visual Studio 2008 and it's free, like I said, and it is all based around C#. So if you know how to write in C#, you're going to know how to write in XNA. So I guess we should just go talk to Jared.
Sounds good to me.
Awesome.
So like I was saying, the XNA framework is a set of managed libraries that are for game development and integrated into Visual Studio. So we're here with Jared. And what is game state management?
It's really a set of coding that allows you to either control your menu system or to allow you to change at what point a menu comes onto the screen. Right now, from what I found, there are kind of three ways that people have set around by doing it. One is using booleans and if statements, and another is enumeration and using that enumeration to switch with switch statements. But the third one that we're actually using on our own project is polymorphism, which is using a set base of screen manager classes that are generic enough that you can use them for everything. For the pause menu, for the main menu, for your options, your gameplay screen, everything.
Would there be a reason to want to use the Boolean one or the enumeration style rather than the polymorphism?
Those are really set more for people that aren't as experienced, I would say, with object-oriented programming, which is, in its own right, it can be a pain. But if you're new to it and you've never done classes or used namespaces or anything like that, the best way would be to use one of the Boolean or the enumeration until you are comfortable with classes.
So how does the polymorphism help in our specific game, Allied Assault Squad?
Polymorphism works very well in our position because we have so many different types of game objects. We have a cloud layer or actually two cloud layers that we're doing. We have a background layer for just the levels. And using polymorphism, I can use one class to define the attributes for all three of those layers because they're all generally doing the same thing, moving. And all we have to do is in each instance, whether it's the closed clouds, the regular clouds, or the background, we just have to change a couple numbers and it works well. With the game state management, polymorphism allows you to have multiple different types of screens, and the way they work is they stack on each other. So you have your main menu screen that shows up first, but underneath that screen are all the other screens. And when you call the play game command, it will actually just remove the main menu screen and go to the game screen. And the same thing with the pause screen. When you pause the game in the middle of the action, you actually the pause screen just comes on top of the game screen.
So have you had any difficulties implementing the code?
We used that code and we modified it, which is everyone's right to do. If you're a premium member of XNA Creators Club, you all have access to the game state management code and it is completely viable and legal for you to use. There are no royalty issues or anything, so just sifting through each class and looking at every line, even though it's really well commented, can be a bit overwhelming. One thing that I really feel helped me quite a bit to understand it better was a gentleman's website, it's xnadevelopment.com, and specifically it was the State of Things tutorial is what it's called. He goes through all three types like I talked about, the Boolean, enumeration, and then polymorphism, but it really does help you understand the code and what is actually going on.
That's really one of the things that's great about the XNA community is there are a lot of great resources out there, and they put it all up there, and everybody's sharing their information, and just to get the development done.
Yeah, it's definitely very beneficial when you're, especially for us, brand new, startup company, several of us just out of college for game design, and having that kind of support structure is definitely beneficial. So I mean, if you have any interest whatsoever in making video games or anything like that, XNA Creators Club is a great way to go.
Club, yeah. All right, well, cool. Thanks, Jared. Really appreciate everything. Probably provided some insight. I know I learned some stuff. So,
Welcome back.
thank you.
How'd the interview with Jared go?
Good, good. Jared's really knowledgeable about his stuff, and he spends a lot of time researching the XNA community and finding all the great resources that are out there for everybody.
Nice. Yeah, it's all jargon to me. I can see the code, but that's about the best of my abilities. Is there anything else you want to cover this week?
Just want to remind everybody that XNA Game Studio is free, and you just become a member of the Creators Club and get out there and start making games. I mean, it's really just that close, that far away. That's all you gotta do.
Nice. Well, folks, I thank you for joining us. Join us again next week. We're going to be talking to one of our modelers, I believe. I'm not sure if it's Tom, maybe Emerson.
Yeah, one of them.
Excellent. And going over some of the models and things we'll be having in our game. Don't forget, you can follow us at EternusStudios.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and the video blog. And if you have any questions, please, use any of those. The email, the Facebook. Ask us a question, and we'll get it into our next video blog.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks, folks.